Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello, hola, bonjour, hey y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. Hey, happy hump day. We are going live later at 4 o'clock, but I just thought maybe this is too much Amber for one live stream, because later on, we're going to recap the members live stream on my live stream at 4 o'clock. But for now, we're going to react to Amber's latest upload. We have been so thirsty for content in the Amberverse, let's face it. We love to hate our girl. And she's back with a schedule. Now, I will say I fully expected this video to be 20 minutes long, and it's not. It's a mere 9, but it's full of tasty gems. You know, in relative to Amber's world, I guess. Anyway, without any further ado, Amber, where are you? Come on up. All right, girl, what you got to say today?
Hello. Welcome to a What I Ate Today and a Weighin video. So I'm just showing you guys what I ate today, and literally I don't eat breakfast. I'm sure you guys have noticed that. I eventually do want to get in the habit of doing so. I've been awake for about 4.5 hours, and I'm finally about to eat my first meal.
You know, I've said for years, if she actually went to a nutritionist, I would imagine the very first thing they would do is tell her to get on a food journal. So they would know what she ate and when she ate. And then they would give her a thing that I had that I think most of them do. It's pretty basic. They tell you eat breakfast snack, lunch snack, meal snack. But snack is small. Snack is like an ounce of cheese and 4 almonds. That's a snack. Not, what Amber considers a snack. But when I did do that, I'm not good with breakfast either. I can't shame her for that, and I know many people aren't. But I will say, when I did eat like that, breakfast snack, lunch snack, proper size snacks, I lost weight. Because what it does is it kickstarts your metabolism into really working, and you're also never hungry because you feel like you're always eating. So to me, that feels like it would be a perfect solution for her, but, she knows better than most of us.
I got a poke bowl. So I was on soft foods for a while. In the last few days, I have been able... Oh, whoops, just dropped a packet of soy sauce. Hold on. So I was on soft foods for a good 14 days. In the last few days, I've been able to introduce...
That is fucking ridiculous. First of all, I love the phrasing. I was on soft foods. You had a tooth pulled, girl. You don't eat crunchy shit for a couple of days. That's how most of us do it. There's no reason. And we have dental people in my community, and I'm sure they will back me up. There's no reason that after one extraction, she had to be on a soft food diet for 14 days. That's lunacy. Now, for her, maybe not a bad idea. Maybe it helped her lose weight.
All the textures. So I'm excited for this poke bowl. So we have rice, crab, corn, sesame seeds, jalapenos, onion, ginger, wasabi peas, which is my favorite part. So this is my first meal for today. And by the way, any liquid consumption I have today will just be water. I haven't had soda in...
By the way, any liquid consumption I have today will just be coffee. I've kidded the kids before. Nowhere in history did anybody carry around water bottles. We just always drank enough water, and that was okay. But it's such an issue with how many ounces, and y'all got to carry around these gigantic water cups all day. It's just weird to me. I'll just be drinking coffee. I'm sorry, Jace. I really don't drink as much water as you'd like, but I do drink the coconut water. So.
Probably 3 weeks now, almost a month.
Also, why is she ordering food? Why aren't you cooking food? Why are you ordering food? Not a bad choice. There's worse choices she could make, but there's no way that is not an incredibly calorie-dense meal.
So I'm just going to be drinking water all day long.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Just want to make that clear. All right. So I'm just showing you guys how much that I have left. I am full and satisfied. So I'm
I
done
should
eating it. When I
fucking
was
hope
telling you
so.
guys,
That's a huge portion. And you know what she did? She left all the edamame beans and ate all the rice. So, good move, girl. I mean, again, could she be doing worse? Yeah, but she's not someone who needs to lose 30 pounds. She needs to lose 400 pounds. 400 pounds to save her life. So, is that a good choice given those parameters? No. It's
what was in
terrible
it, I forgot
choice.
to say, there's also edamame and avocado. This is honestly one of my favorite meals to have.
For
And
you?
it's super filling, and
Fine.
it's not too
Good
bad for you.
choice.
All right, you guys, it is time for the next meal.
Oh,
I'm
no,
going to be
cooking.
making a pasta, and I want to
Okay.
show you guys the ingredients.
All right.
So call me weird, that's okay. But this is the pasta that I always make. I
Oh.
absolutely love it. So this is the pasta shape I'm using. I will use any pasta shape for this recipe as long as it is small. I'm gonna be having some garlic salts, canned chicken. This is the only brand that I will eat. I grew up eating canned chicken, so that's why like I'm okay with it.
Why? You know, there are some people that don't have money for food, and some people that get food from the food banks, even. And you may have to eat that. You can also choose not to eat that. So I'm not shaming that. If you know, there's a lot of people that live at and below the poverty line, even people who actually work 9-to-5 jobs. So some people have to eat that, and I get it. You know, when I was in college and we had no money, we used to buy flakes of ham and to make ham salad. But chicken, and also, girl, you are not a poor person. Why don't you just buy a goddamn chicken? You can even buy cooked chicken breast strips. I wouldn't, but she could. Even that, why not buy those cooked chicken breast strips? This is scary already. And I see margarine over there. I mean, mayonnaise. Margarine, you know.
And when I cook it in the pasta and such, it like cooks it more, so I'm not like so creeped out by it. Some butter, some fresh Parmesan, tapatio for some spice, and some mayo. So I will show you guys when it's all complete.
Why mayo? Why mayo? Why mayo? Mayo is for sandwiches. It's a sandwich spread. Why not buy some cream, Amber? You clearly don't care about your weight. Why not put some heavy cream in there instead of mayonnaise? Amber, if you're watching, just try it once, okay? Buy a little carton. It's called 35%, or sometimes it's probably in the States you call it whipping cream. Use that instead of mayonnaise. I promise you it will change your life.
All right, you guys, so here it is.
Mayonnaise.
It's honestly so freaking good. I have no words for it.
Oh, it sounds
super easy
terrible.
to make, comforting, extremely flavorful. I love this meal. All right, you guys, it is time.
You know, make that pasta. Put in some heavy cream. You know, if you want to be super lazy here, I'm going to tell you something that I would never do. But if you can't cook and you're lazy, do it. Cook the pasta. Take some heavy cream and put it in a pot and make it get to a good solid simmer. Throw in your garlic salt if you want. Oregano, whatever you want in there. Put your Parmesan cheese in there. Bam, throw your pasta in there. It's done. I would put a little bit of vinegar, some acid maybe to bounce it. But you know, like that would do the trick. It's like craft dinner kind of thing, but with canned chicken.
For a snack. And I know exactly what I want. You think I'd be sick of
She put canned chicken and mayonnaise in a pasta.
these by now because during my soft food, you think I would be sick of these by now because during my soft food era, this is what I was eating. I was having puddings. But I'm telling you, chocolate vanilla puddings, I think I'm gonna have two actually. And there's two left in this pack. Chocolate vanilla puddings are the way to go. So it's just these little packs.
I'm gonna have two actually. Why did it go like that? That's a weird window. Why two, Amber? Why not just have one? Oh, she probably thinks she has calories left for the day. Can't leave any on the table, can you?
It's like this. So I'm gonna have two of them.
Of course,
100 calories each. I think
that's it.
I've had over 40 ounces of water, I'm having a hard time getting past the 40 ounces. Sometimes I reach 60 ounces.
Are you saying 40 because it sounds dramatic? You know, that's only a liter, a little more than a liter. What's a liter? 32? It's not that much water. It's like 5 cups of water, Amber.
But like my ultimate goal is like 80. And that is genuinely all I drink all day. I haven't had soda in a while and I'm very proud of that. But like for some reason, I cannot get to the 80 mark, but I'm going to keep trying. All right, you guys, the light above.
You know, you don't have to consume 150 gallons of water a day. I don't know why the water thing mystifies me. It really does. Stay hydrated. Drink water. I don't...
above me has like
frustrating
completely
today.
Gone out. So we're just working with the light that I am receiving from the kitchen. But you know what? It's giving cozy vibes. It does not need...
Get a ring light. Get a ring light. Get a ring... You threw a ring light away. You left one at Goodwill. Why won't this professional YouTuber get the equipment she needs to do her job properly? Why won't she get a ring light? It's baffling. She is totally baffling to me today, everything she's doing. And this shirt is really ugly. I'm sorry. It just looks so cheap. And it doesn't fit her properly because she's not got the human shape anymore. She's got an odd shape. So we know she's got that dowager's hump in the back. And, you know, the arms are, you know, bigger than a normal arm might be. So the sleeve is tight. Amber, it doesn't do you any favors. And the fugly-ass bra strap's showing. I hate that look. Wear that with a strapless bra. I know lots of girls do that, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But for me, it wrecks the look. It destroys the line of the shirt. Not that we're talking about Amber, but you know what I mean.
Right in here by no means. You just need to hear the words coming out of my mouth. So at the end of my weigh-in and what I ate today videos, what I would like to do is talk about a food...
Professional YouTuber. It doesn't have to be bright in here by any means. You just need the words talking out of my mouth. Here, listen. We don't need lights, guys. Forget about it. It doesn't have to be bright.
Related decision that I'm proud of that I made today, a food related decision that I'm not proud of,
It's fine.
to wrap up the whole what I ate today segment, because I am done eating for the day. And then when I get into my weigh-in segment, which is going to be at the end of the videos, I do want to answer 3 weight related questions.
Okay.
Talk about my weight a little bit, how the week went, and then show you guys the weigh-in. So that's just what to expect from this point forward. So a food related decision that I am proud of today is that I cooked. It's super easy for me to open my DoorDash, order all my meals in, but I have been trying to cook.
Okay, I mean, you should just delete the DoorDash app, let's be real, but you could order healthier things than what you cooked. Cooking in itself isn't a win. It's what you cook. Dummy.
A decision today that I'm not proud of is I ate too much pasta. I ended up eating the whole pot of pasta that I made. I don't add many.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It doesn't matter that you cooked it. You ate 50 pounds of pasta. High in carbs. That meal was not nutrient dense, calorie dense, nutrient blank. There was nothing in there. For fuck's sakes, Amber, get a vegetable. Beyond broccoli, there's other vegetables. You know, you could have made a primavera. You could have even buy a bag of damn frozen mixed vegetables. They make lots of varieties that are okay today. And just toss them in at the end. The pasta itself will cook them enough that, oh my God, why am I even bothering?
Many extra calories to the pasta, like the chicken, super low calorie. I only add like 1 serving of mayonnaise, about 1.5 servings of the Parmesan cheese. So yeah, and like a little bit of butter. So it's just like mainly the pasta calories, but it is pretty calorie heavy for that meal.
There's not that many calories in pasta, Amber. Bare pasta. Oh yeah, you just put a tippy tiny dot, just a dot of butter and a little shake of Parmesan. And I just put even like 1 forkful of the chicken from the can. It was just so small. It was also a wheelbarrow full of pasta, but it was just a tiny bit of the mayonnaise.
But still eating that and everything else that I ate today, I'm still in a calorie deficiency. So now let's get into the 3 weight-related, food-related, health-related.
How? You don't do anything. You don't move. You don't exercise. You don't walk. You do nothing. I'm not buying a cent of this. Are you guys buying this? You think that's the only thing she ate today? Come on, girl, stop lying.
etc. questions. So these are questions that I actually had saved from when I was doing weekly weigh-in videos before. These questions come strictly from Instagram. What is your weight loss goal this year? 499.8. I just want to see a 4 at the beginning of the scale. I don't want to like have this huge, spectacular.
I have two minds about this. My first gut instinct thought is, Jesus Christ, 499.8 is your goal? That's pathetic. That's my first instinct. My second instinct, however, is, you know, that's still probably, at this point, we don't know her weight, but I was estimating maybe 30 pounds to lose in half a year. For her, maybe that's a realistic goal. And maybe if she started setting smaller, more realistic goals that didn't set her up for failure, she might succeed. That was my other thought. But mostly I just think it's too... I mean, she's never going to... Do you really see a world in which she's going to lose weight? Like, really? Ever? I don't. I just don't.
Even though I feel like that is kind of a big goal, but I feel like I can do it. Like, we're only at the end of June. We still have quite a few months this year, so I feel like I can do it. Why didn't you just get the same scale that you had before? As you guys know, my scale broke, and it was weighing me the wrong weight the whole time. I didn't realize that until I went to the doctor. So then when I went to go buy a new scale, that one didn't pop up on my Amazon. So I just got one that was very similar to it. These are two scales that I've had before, and they're usually very reliable. But the new scale, I did have to, like, obviously switch the batteries, because it did come with batteries, but the batteries were kind of wonk, and it was weighing me in like the 400s, and I'm like, girl, that's not accurate. But then when I use the batteries that I actually have in my home, I have so many batteries, and I'm like, how did I get all these batteries? I don't understand. But once I put the new batteries, the scale has been working.
That was a really long trip just to get to... I replaced the batteries, and it's fine now. Sometimes economy of language is a nice thing, Amber.
And I've been weighing myself daily just to like see if I'm doing good, and I actually am. What are you doing to lose weight right now? So I genuinely am not following any plan or anything like that. I am just trying to eat less than I would on a day where I am completely off track. Because
you, my dear, are actually a fucking idiot. And at this point, I'm going to have to go back to the, if your IQ was 2 points higher, you would be a stump. Because that is, you need to save your life. Girl, that's what I do, and it doesn't work. For fuck's sakes. That's what I've been doing the last 2 weeks. I'm just going to watch a little bit and eat. No, it doesn't fucking work. And if it doesn't work for me, it's probably not working for you either. You are in an emergency situation. You're going to die. You're not going to live to see 50, Amber. And trust me, I know a lot of you don't believe it, but 50 isn't that old. My life started getting really fucking fun at 50. I mean, I had a lot of fun in my 20s, but that's besides the point. She's going to die. I'm just going to make sure I eat a little bit less. Okay, off you go.
Because then that'll automatically put me in a calorie deficiency.
Oh, you're such an idiot.
So we're going to get to the weigh-in. On May 19th, I went to the doctor, and on their scale, I weighed in at 546.0. And I'm telling you, I was on the floor. Once I got my new scale, put my battery.
Okay, she's claiming 546. I'm going to say that because, again, we know if her lips are moving, she's lying. She's even admitted that when she's gaining weight, she will lie about it just to keep everybody happy. So we know. She's claiming that. That's dangerously close to her highest weight ever, which is, quite frankly, what we were all expecting.
Reason it did co-align. So my new scale does work accurately. But I do have a doctor's appointment, and I know they're probably going to weigh me. So we'll see how accurate it really is and see like the difference on their scale.
Your scale is fine. Quit fussing around about the fucking scale. You know what? Just accept the number it is and then work with that. You're still gaining or losing relative to the number, right?
But I'm almost literally 100% positive.
Like, it doesn't matter if it's
accurate. So here is my weigh-in.
It doesn't really matter if it's 2 pounds difference. It's all at your size, it's irrelevant. Losing 50 is losing 50, whether it's going from 452 to 402 from, you know, like, it's just so stupid. Okay, sorry. This is the exciting part now. The weigh-in.
In for today. Okay, so we're going to do a weigh-in. This feels crooked. Let me fix it. That's a little better. So this is going to be my weigh-in outfit. I'm going to weigh in every single week wearing the same thing. So I normally weigh myself naked because I don't want all the extra materials to add on weight. But this is what I will be wearing. And we will do a body shot each week in hopes to see improvement. So I have my scale.
But she's not going to exploit herself anymore for views, guys. She said that in her last stream or in her last video. I don't remember if it was her video or the live stream, but she did mention she is done exploiting herself for views. I just want you to know that when you're looking at this shot here. She's not doing that anymore. She will not exploit her body or her love life for views anymore.
Set up here.
This is for science. It's different.
Let me move it forward a little bit or back. There we go. So my closet is the messiest room in the house. I have clean clothes I have to put away. So
you don't have to make excuses. You're a messy person. Your house is messy. We've seen it. We've seen it. You always have clothes to put away. You always have clothes to put away. No, I'm not really shaming you. For about 30 years, I had a pile of clothes in my room that needed to be put away. Now, it's fine. But, we all go through that. But you're messy. Just own it.
Do not mind
it's okay.
That.
Just own it.
So let's do it here. And out.
It's ready.
Yes, it is.
534.6 pounds.
534.6. So I'm just going to put my scale over here.
Okay, here's something that I find interesting. I know with my scale, depending on where I put it on the floor, it will literally give me a different weight. When I used to weigh myself when I was being really serious about carbs and not being I'm just going to eat less, which isn't working, which was what I'm doing now. I had a tape mark on the floor where I'd put that scale so it would be exactly in the same place, because one time I put it in a different spot and I weighed like 6 pounds lighter, and I was like, oh, hallelujah, it's really working. I'm losing weight. And then I moved it, and it was like, wait a second. Every time I move that scale, it gives me a different number. I don't think that's unique to my scale. I think many scales do that. So somebody who's like a professional at weighing in, like it looks like a horsetail. Her ponytail looks like a horsetail. A true ponytail. You'd think of somebody as like a professional weigh-in artist. She would have her scale marked off, so she would have exactly the same accurate weight all the time. Or could it be that she knows which spot gives her the lightest weight, and she puts her scale there to get that reading? That's a deep conspiracy, but I just got to wonder, because I know I could fool myself. I could put the scale in a different spot and it would weigh differently. The key is consistency. It doesn't matter where you put it, as long as you put it in the same exact spot every time, so you get the accurate same weight every time, right? Just a thought.
Will be where I do my weekly weigh-in every week. So that means I'm down 11 points.
Because she's moving it back and forth every time she weighs herself, and she doesn't have a mark on the floor, so she's not going to put it back in the exact same spot. I'm telling you, in my floor, 2 inches can make a big difference on what the scale says.
Since May 19th. And I can definitely testify that does feel real, because my face isn't as puffy. My breathing is better. My stamina is a little bit better. There are ways non-scale.
Yeah, girl, you're pushing 600 pounds, but you lose 11, and you can breathe better. Your stamina's better. You're running. You're jogging. You're at the gym every day. Like, come on, stop. If you did lose 11 pounds, good. I hope it helps. I find it very hard to believe that you physically notice 11 pounds. I would physically notice 11 pounds because I have maybe 20 to lose. So that's half of what I have to lose. I think you would really start noticing 100 pounds loss, or maybe 50 or 80, but I don't think 11, Amber, come on.
Victory ways and physical ways where I am
It's like me saying I lost a pound. I can really feel it. I can't feel losing a pound or two.
able to tell that I'm losing weight besides just stepping on the scale. So yeah, I'm going to try every single week to wear the same exact outfit, put the scale in the same exact spot, and I'm going to stand on the scale for you guys. And
also, why not just weigh the clothes? If you're so uptight about the number. You're wearing the same outfit every time, then weigh it. And then subtract it from your weight. I don't know.
Do a little twirl and see if we can notice a difference. I know a lot of people are like, Amberlynn, just step on that scale. It's just, I don't know, my brain wants to weigh in naked. I know that's like an unhealthy way of thinking because it's like, who cares? Okay.
So weigh the clothes.
A couple pounds. Oh, well, I don't know. I just get really hyper fixated on the number. But anyways, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Well, she's back with a weigh-in and let's talk about food and here's what I ate and cooking. My God, it was a thrill a minute, even though it was only 9 minutes long. Well, there you go. She's back, and she's going to be back again. It's Wednesday today. I keep thinking it's Monday. I'm messed up. She's going to be back again on Friday. So I'll see you for the redundancy report, but hopefully I'll see you this afternoon at 4 o'clock for the live stream. Until we meet again, you know the routine. Just be kind. And hasta luego. Bye.